The Mazda CX-30 is getting a turbocharger. Just a month after Mazda confirmed the Mazda 3 Turbo, the SUV sibling is getting the exact same treatment. You get a turbo, and in today's video, we'll go over the details of the CX-30 Turbo, including power, pricing, and packaging. Welcome back to Lexurious Fleet. My name is Kirk. If you're new to the channel and I cover Japanese autos, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of my upcoming coverage on Mazda's turbocharged lineup. Cars Direct was the one that broke this news to us, and they got this from an early order guide. So these guides are probably sent out to the dealerships so they can start putting their orders in, their allocation for these CX-30 turbos. So they're saying the CX-30 Turbo won't begin production until November, and November is actually supposed to be when the availability of this Mazda 3 Turbo arrives. So it could be maybe late December, maybe January before we see a CX-30 Turbo on the market. Currently, there's only the 2.5 liter naturally aspirated Skyactiv G with 186 horsepower. But just like the Mazda 3 Turbo, with high octane fuel 93 plus, you'll be able to get 250 horsepower, 320 pound-feet of torque. If you use regular 87, you still get a pretty decent 227 and still a good amount of torque as well, 310. So it looks like the starting MSRP will be $31,000 US, and that includes the $1,100 destination fee. To put it in perspective, that's $6,600 more than the cheapest all-wheel drive CX-30. But because how it's equipped, it's more like the CX-30 Select, which comes in at $26,400. So the difference is almost $5,000 instead of over $6,500. Now, just like the Mazda 3 Turbo, it will only be available in all-wheel drive and only be available with the 6-speed automatic transmission. It looks like it will have 18-inch wheels, outer mirror caps, larger tailpipe, and an engine harmonic enhancer to make it more sporty sounding when you're in the cabin. So we have a premium and premium plus trims listed at $33,400 and $35,000. So the premium adds heads-up display, leather seats, navigation, 12-speaker Bose audio, power liftgate, heated steering wheel, and heated mirrors. The plus adds parking sensors, surround view monitor, home link, and rear emergency braking. And to put it in perspective, it will only cost $155 more than the Turbo sedan or the Mazda 3 Turbo sedan, and about $850 less than the hatchback Mazda 3 Turbo. So yeah, I mean, the Mazda 3 is a great car, but even though it has all-wheel drive, it has the turbo coming. I mean, I definitely see more people opting for the CX-30 crossover. Everything's about crossovers right now. So even though that excitement about a hot hatch is there about the Mazda 3 Turbo in the hatch form, and it's cool that you can get it in the sedan, no manual transmission, and the same 6-speed all-wheel drive system that we're going to be getting in the CX-30 Turbo, it's really like the same car but with less practicality. And they both have a torsion beam rear suspension, so even though the CX-30 is an SUV, it's not going to handle that much different other than it just has a little bit higher center of gravity. Now, there's no denying the looks of the Mazda 3, in my opinion, are a lot better than the CX-30, but again, the CX-30, that SUV practicality, a little bit more interior space for carrying your Costco runs back home. Guys, would you pick a Mazda 3 Turbo hatch that's going to cost more than this, or would you take the CX-30 crossover, a little bit more space, same power plant, pretty much the same car, just a little bit more versatility? So yeah, I'll definitely see in the comments with that. And since we're talking about Mazda here, over at Auto Guide, the 2021 CX-9 adds more standard tech and goes up in price. So if you look at the grille inserts here, they're a little bit more studded, a little bit more aggressive. We got new wheel designs and slightly enlarged exhaust tips. On the inside, we get a larger 10.25 inch infotainment screen, the latest version of Mazda Connect, which, yeah, I just wish Mazda had touchscreens at this point instead of the rotary dial. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people are going back to, well, let's just say Lexus, for example, they're going back to touchscreen because it's not perfect, but it's better than being forced only into the rotary knob. Acura also has that touchpad, that direct touch, I think is what they call it. It's okay. I feel like it's the exact same thing as Lexus's remote touch interface, just slightly different. But I would like for these automakers these Japanese, more premium brands to get back to a touchscreen because it's just so easy to use. You don't have to think about it. It's just point and touch. And the top level signature trim gets redesigned seats, but only for the front 2 rows. And there's a new special edition carbon that gives you black shiny bits on the outside and only comes in the polymetal gray. Speaking of which, my review on the MX-5, that car came in polymetal gray, so make sure to click the link around my face if you want to watch that MX-5 review. Love that car. And red leather, that red Napa leather is the only option inside the carbon model. So the entry-level Sport starts at just a hair under $35,000 with destination, a bump of just $70 over the 2020. Which is insignificant. Mid-level Touring only moves up $40, and Grand Touring and Signature trims cost $390 more than in 2020, which is, those are all insignificant in my eyes. So able to bring in more equipment, better materials, different styling. So definitely cool that they're updating the CX-9. The CX-9 has been doing so well for them this year. It's really a great option for the 3-row SUV segment where it competes with the Highlander, the Pilot, etc. Don't forget Nissan, got to throw the Pathfinder in there too. And then lastly, if you guys wanted to check out this cool Lego build of a rotary engine, I'll put this link down below. So Mazda's got a great turbo power plant, very torquey, very usable on a day-to-day basis. And they're just throwing it in all their vehicles, which I think is great. I think it's probably their last great engine before that inline 6 comes around, and that's probably gonna be the last great internal combustion engine for Mazda before things start getting heavily electrified. But exciting times if you're a Mazda fan. Turbo's heading everywhere, and I can't wait to see you guys sound off in the comments below on whether you think the CX-30 Turbo is a better buy than the Mazda 3 Turbo. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button if you haven't, guys. Take care of yourselves. Peace out, and peace out.